Scorpios, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. We are now covering the second week of June, and we also have the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini this week, guys. I believe on Thursday, the 10th. I can be mistaken. I have to double check that according to where you are. And with this new moon, I feel like this is all about we are mentally evolving and expanding as a collective. And so there's no more room to think small. No more room to think of ourselves as small. We got to dream big. We got to want more for ourselves, okay? So hope this new moon energy brings you clarity or helps you expand in any area of your life or anything that's going on in a more positive, uplifting, optimistic way, okay? All right, so we're gonna be covering a little bit of work, health, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested. And of course, if you wanna follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, Scorpios, so I'm gonna say this too because I haven't mentioned this in a while, but keep in mind these are general readings, so it may not always resonate to the T with every single person. So just please take what fits and leave the rest out. If something doesn't resonate, maybe it's not for you, it's okay. Just kind of ignore it and then take whatever is for you and apply it, okay? So just keep that in mind, and this is for both men and women. If I say he or she, just kind of switch it around, okay? I try to make it as like gender neutral as possible, but sometimes for example purposes, I have to say a he or she. You just switch it around to your situation, okay? All right, so Scorpios, I wanted to switch something up a little bit this week, or at least my spirit just kind of guided me, and give you an affirmation this week. Maybe it was the new moon energy, I'm not sure, but you guys got I am kind. So I want you to practice this week. And with kindness here, I feel like this is your solar plexus chakra is being activated. It's associated with Mercury, Gemini, Virgo energy. And it's funny because I feel here your kindness has not gone unnoticed. Anything that you've done, you know, small acts of kindness, or you just being a good person, smiling, giving good energy to people in your life or in the public, at work, whatever that you do, is going to be returning to you because Mercury is in retrograde. This is associated with the solar plexus, Mercury. So any kind things, kind acts that you've done for others, from the kindness of your heart, not because you're for ego or anything else, is gonna come back to you. So someone may do something really nice for you this week, whether it's a compliment, whether it's a favor, anything, okay? And this can be a stranger, it could be anyone, but I feel like there's going to be some kind of small act of kindness that either you perform or that someone is giving back to you. And think of like how easy it is to be kind, right? Kindness costs $0. It costs $0 to be kind, to be a nice person, and that is priceless. You just being nice to people, you know how much of an impact that can make? Have you ever gone to a store or check out somewhere and the person's like, it'll be $3.95, and you're like, okay, thank you, and they're just like, you grab it, or they give your card back, you're like, okay, thanks, have a good day, and they don't say anything to you. Whereas if you go somewhere like, hey, how are you, how's your day going, you're like, oh, it's good, thanks, and they make conversation, they're just nice, right? It makes you feel better. You're just like, wow, okay, that was a good experience. Like, oh, that person was so nice. Or they go out of the way to look for something for you. So just something to keep in mind. I know a lot of you deep down inside are really kind, sweet-hearted people. So don't forget to be kind to yourself as well, but show kindness to others, okay? And it's always gonna come back around. I don't want you to let, mean people turn you mean, or jealous people turn you, make you want to hide and not show yourself. No, keep your true nature and don't let anyone change you at all, okay? And I feel like this is also associated with your ego and your pride. And I think the more kind you are to others, it's going to help build your confidence and your ego, because you're like, you know what? I'm putting good energy out there and this makes me feel good. It makes me feel better about myself. And I think it's going to help return good energy into your life and people giving you good feedback. So it's going to help your ego and confidence as well. Not like, oh, I'm going to be cocky and think I'm all that, but in a healthy way. Okay. All right. So Scorpios, I'm seeing that when it comes to your health, that you're mentally becoming really strong, or you're much stronger now mentally than you were months ago or years ago. Your mind is becoming so sharp, and you're becoming strict with yourself too. Like, you're eliminating people, person, place, things, like anything in your life that's not good for your mental health. You're like, you know what, this is toxic, this is not good, it's gotta go. Or, you know, this unhealthy habit, smoking, drinking, whatever it is that you're doing, like, it's gotta go. I gotta be more strict with myself. And I think some of you, when you go on diets or you go, you set some kind of like exercise regimen for yourself, you go all in, you're intense about it, okay? You go all the way. That could be good, that could be bad, but I think if it's for your best and it's helping you mentally, and I think for a lot of you, working out or exercising is really good for your mental health. It helps you because you have a system, you know what you have to do, and you're just like, I just do this and it helps get my mind right, helps me focus, helps me not think about all the BS and nonsense going on. So for a lot of you, this can be something that really helps your mental health. And for others of you, maybe just talking things out, getting a therapist, counselor, or music. I think music for a lot of you is also really good for your mental health. So this week is all about your mental health, and when your mental health is doing good, your body follows, and everything else just kind of like aligns and goes with it. So you're becoming really mentally strong. It's like mind over matter, and not letting your other circumstances or emotions like throw you off. So I feel like you're mentally really sharp this week, and you're going to be feeling more confident or feeling more clear, more level-headed, okay? Like having more clarity in your mind. All right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like that energy is kind of like influencing and trickling into your work and finances area. I feel like there's going to be some clarity or an important conversation or information that you run into, that you find, or that you gets sent to you or gets shown to you, and it's going to offer or make you see something new, or give you the okay or to the go into some kind of new beginning or a new endeavor possibly, or this new idea, new business idea, or like, I graduated, okay, I'm going to look for this job, or I'm going to do this. You're going to have some clarity about something, maybe receive news, or someone sends you an email, or they like, oh, so-and-so is hiring, I can connect you, or you have some kind of information or conversation with someone, a phone call, anything that inspires you, like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna do this. So you're gonna have some kind of big clarity, or just like, all right, I know what I have to do, okay? And it's gonna be, this could be an important conversation, but something that leads you towards something new or a new beginning, okay? So this can be even as simple as you have a new system of how you're operating, or a new direction your business is going, or new ideas for your career. This could be anything, but I feel like there's new ideas and new beginnings coming here, okay? All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, I think Cancer also got this, that you could have Aquarius or Pisces somewhere in your chart. And as far as the other person you could be dealing with, I feel like it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I definitely feel like stronger water energy. But of course, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying at this moment. So keep that in mind. So I kind of feel here like you're coming to bigger realizations about yourself and learning to accept your own individuality, and not give so much of yourself to someone or to a connection when it seems like it's not reciprocated, or that it's not actually what you're looking for. You're like, I'm so enamored, or I just love this person so much, I'm so attracted to them, that you start to do things that are like out of character, that are not really you, and almost like adjusting your life to fit their needs instead of like it being both of you working together. So I feel like some of you are realizing, you know, like, I do too much for the people that I love. I do too much when I'm in a relationship, and I almost start to lose myself. And I think for some of you that may have happened in the past or currently right now, where like you got so into a relationship or so into someone that you started to almost like blend and merge with them and your life with them, that you almost like forgot who you were, like you lost yourself for a bit. And now that I think this week you're starting to pull back and realize, wait, like, I have my own path, I have my own journey, and like, I can't just let myself go for this person and not focus on me and what I'm supposed to do, you know? So I feel like you're starting to awaken to that and think like, I have a higher purpose. I have something I gotta really focus on. And it seems like you were dealing with someone, this energy is like a fixer-upper. And there's nothing wrong with fixer-uppers, right? Like Chip and Joanna Gaines. Nothing wrong with that, but not all of us have the time to work on fixer-uppers, right? Like, let's say you're looking for a house. Like, you maybe just want one that's already like move-in ready, or some of you, maybe you have some time to make some remodeling adjustments and painting and whatever. But some of us, most people with full-time jobs and work, kids and stuff, maybe you don't have time to be flips and fixer-uppers and all that. And I feel like lately it seems like that's all you've been dealing with, or it seems like that's what you've attracted, or that's what you've run into, maybe not by intentionally, but it just seemed to be that like this person or these energies that have you've been attracting, it's always like they have some major problems or issues going on in their life, and you come in and you try to solve it, you try to fix it for them. But when you do that, you start to lose yourself, you start to like, it depletes you because you're trying so hard to fix this person and fix their life, but that's not your responsibility. You're not supposed to do that. They have to do that. That's their own karma. They got to get themselves ready. If they can't work on themselves and do that for them, how are they going to help you? You know, like it's not about like, no one's going to come in a perfect package with a bow and ribbon and ready, zero flaws, zero issues. But when it comes to the point where it's like everything is wrong and there's like major issues, there's leaks, the roof needs to be redone, like everything's wrong, then that's when you're like, okay, maybe I need to step back. Maybe I need to find someone or kind of focus on me first, and then I can align with someone who's actually like maybe on my level or doesn't have so many issues where it depletes me, okay? Because I feel like this person like needs almost like to be babied, needs to be carried, needs to be encouraged. And it's like someone who is still on the training wheels in their bike and doesn't know how to ride on their own yet, and you've already had like 20 years experience past this person and they're still kind of on the training wheels. So it's like a big gap. There can even be a big age gap here of like 8, 9, 10 plus years between the two of you, which doesn't always mean a bad thing, but maybe they're still at a stage in their life where they're not really fully developed or at the same place mentally as you are, okay? So yeah, I feel like you're kind of realizing certain things and just becoming more honest and more truthful and more vulnerable with yourself and not suppressing it. You know what? This is how I feel. Like I feel things deeply and I love hard, and I gotta really watch out because I'll give so much of myself and then I look back and I'm like, whoa, what was happening? What happened? What did I do? And you should never regret, you know, good times and good memories you've had with someone, because at one point you guys were happy, you shared experiences, you learned a lot. Like, never regret anything, you know, never regret it. It's okay, it was a learning experience, but always learn from it so that moving forward, maybe you don't make similar mistakes, or you can make better choices, okay? So I feel like you're taking your power back and empowering yourself, feeling more wanting to really work on your happiness and confidence and manifest. I think you're wanting to manifest, and you're going to be manifesting new and better experiences into your life. And a lot of you are learning to listen more to your intuition, trust your gut feeling, observe a lot more, because I think you'll find that when you like someone, you tend to have a like bias, and it's like all your intuition and like sixth senses and psychic abilities, they all just turn off because you're so enamored and so in love with this person that you stop listening to all those signs. But I think now you're realizing, okay, no, I gotta like put my feelings aside and really analyze and really vet and learn about the person before I fall head over heels, because when that happens, then it's always hard to pull back afterwards. When you're already in love, when you're already in the water, it's like, how do I get out here? I'm already wet now, so might as well swim, right? So I think you're going to be learning this week, no, I gotta be more careful. I gotta be more careful with my energy, because if not, I'll drown trying to save this person, and then we both die. And what's the point then, okay? So again, with this person, I feel like they're still really confused. They don't really know what they want. Emotionally, they're all over the place. They can have a lot of distractions, or maybe they have a lot of things going on in their life right now and they don't have time to be in a relationship, or they don't really have the time and energy to give to you in the way that you want. Okay, so they can have a lot of things going on, or maybe they can have vices or drinking problems or other issues possibly that just, you know, maybe they're not a bad person, but these things just influence them and turn them into something that you know they're not, but it's not acceptable for you. They're also juggling. Maybe this person's not financially, well off, or they're not stable right now. They're between school and work, or they're kind of like iffy in and out with you, not very direct, maybe always making excuses, or, canceling last minute, and then I feel like all over the place with you, okay? And I also feel like emotionally they're not happy with themselves. They're sad. Maybe they went through a loss, or they just feel empty within them. And I think you've kind of been that person for them to fill them up, but they don't fill you up in the way that you do for them. And I think now you're starting to feel that you're like, I've just been doing too much for this person. Like, it's not that I expect anything out of it, because I love them and I care about them, but damn, like, at what point do I get to receive? Like, I'm trying so hard to fix you and help you in your life, but it's hurting me, So I feel like you still have love and respect for this person, and I think you're always going to care about them. And as a water sign, right, like I'm a Pisces, I feel like we never stop loving someone. Like, maybe we just don't care that much anymore, but I think we'll always have love for the person that we once shared a deep connection with. So I feel like even if time goes on, you end up marrying someone or they end up being with someone, I think you're going to always care about them and always want to be there for them if they need your help. And that's beautiful. I feel like that's such a beautiful energy. Like, I love Scorpio energy. I wish I had more Scorpio friends, or like Scorpio guy friends, because I actually feel that Scorpio men are kind of like my male version of me in a way. Like, the Scorpios I have dealt with, I almost feel like they just get me. Like, we just understand each other. But when what becomes a problem is when it starts to get romantic. I feel like that's when just like things can get a little bit shaky. But I wish I had more Scorpio guy friends, but this day and age is kind of hard because guys don't want to be your friends, and that sucks. But anyways, so we're going to dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? So hopefully I will see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading, and I wish you guys all the best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.